Bayern Munich come away from Anfield with the 0-0 draw that they surely came looking for.
April the 8th, 1981. Liverpool's dreams of a third European Cup final hung in the balance. Paul Breitner and his Bavarian brethren had quietened the cock.
They were ultra confident. You're going to have to come now to the Munich Stadium. We've not been beaten there for 5-6 years.
0-0. It wasn't a great result, but they didn't score.
A lot of first-team players were dropping like flies. When you see the team that was put out to play in Munich, there was nothing like the team that played them at Anfield.
The team's welcomed by an atmosphere and in a setting which will not be bettered in the final.
The likes of Richard Money playing left-back, Colin Irwin as a deputy centre-half. It was a big ask.
And amongst the new batch on the bench, Howard Gale, the first black player to wear the Liverpool jersey, yet a man without a first-team match since the previous October.
Well, for most of that season, I've been playing in the reserves, and when I turned in for work on the Monday morning, Roy Evans met me and said we were to go home and pack our bags, and we were going away with the first team. Word quickly spread around the community in Liverpool. It was a great moment.
The 22nd of April, in a week when 1 million West German metal workers went on strike, Liverpool had to show their steel against a strong, slick side headed by a Hungarian, Paul Czernay.
I'm not sure whether it was Joe Fagan who'd come into the changing rooms and showed us a leaflet of how to get to hotels and the train journeys and whatever to the final in Paris. That was handed out to all of the German fans, and the shout went around the changing rooms of who do they think they are. Whoever's decision was to pin that up on the board, it should go down as one of the great moments in Liverpool's history.
I honestly think they thought that they were in the final. But they got a bit cocky, I suppose. They have great players, Breitner, Rumenigge. I mean, great players.
Didn't bother us, they were just a team standing in our way to get to another European Cup final.
Less than 10 minutes in, a cynical setback.
Dalglish clearly has a problem.
It was Carl Del High. I thought it was a callous challenge by him.
If our backs weren't against the wall before that happened, they certainly will be now.
There was a case for Jimmy, perhaps a rush for Ian. Instead, Paisley opted for a wind of change.
Is that me?
Every time we had a reserve team game, we would write reports how he had started to make an impact. Obviously, some good reports put in, and Bob took that chance. It was a massive risk, but one that paid off for Liverpool Football Club.
The Germans had done a document on all of our players except me. As I've gone into the box, Dremler has just come right through me. I think even the 60,000 German fans in there were shouting penalty. The only person in there who didn't think so was the referee.
The Toxteth Tyro was a typhoon, and with cause for concern, the crowd callously crowed.
Every time I got the ball, there was a crescendo of monkey chants of ooh, 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 ooh. The louder it got, the faster I got.
He went past people, it was quick, and he gave us that bit of a break from them running at us, we're running at them.
In the second half, there was a little slashing him down left, right and centre, and he did retaliate.
And he's got himself booked. And Liverpool are going to bring on experience for what has become rather impetuous youth.
The yellow card left Gale vulnerable, and Paisley pulled his potent prodigy.
We couldn't afford to go down to 10 men, that's for sure. He caused a lot of havoc in their team and probably was the reason we got through on the tie.
Yeah, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. The decision, again, even though I wouldn't have liked it, was proved to be correct.
Less than 10 minutes to play, and the time for Ray to have his say.
Within a few minutes of me coming off, Davy Johnson started feeling his hamstring, and Bob had asked for the gun off the policeman and said that he was going to be shooting Davy Johnson.
Thank God he didn't, because if he'd have shot me, I wouldn't have crossed the ball.
Johnson, Kennedy is up, and onside and scores!
You know, he could do everything, really. Big in the air, strong in the air, scores goals.
Rumenigge rallied, but too little, too late. The heroes partied for Paris as Paisley purred.
The character the lads showed, every man jack of them played the heart out tonight.
I was just really, really grateful that I've been given the opportunity to help my club and my teammates to another European Cup final.
It was just a great occasion, you know, and we've done it. And we're just hoping that the lads can do it again.